Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sabrina and I'm back with another Excel tutorial for you. Now, if this is your first time here and you're looking to develop your Excel skills, then start now by subscribing and hitting that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any new videos. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can group data in Excel. So if you look at my spreadsheet here, you can see I've got a table of data of food sales, and one of the column that I've got here is column D, which is the food category. So I've basically got 4 or 5 different food categories in this spreadsheet, and I want to group my data by categories. So to do that, I've already sorted my data by category. So you can see all the bars are together, and then as you go down, you'll see cookies, crackers, and then snacks. So to group this data, what you would do is you would first highlight the rows that you want to group together. So for the first category, which is bars, I'm just going to select the second row of data and then click and hold my mouse and drag my mouse down until I reach the last bar. Okay. So the reason why I've not included the first one is because I want to see the first category so that I know which one I need to expand or collapse. So you want to leave the first one as an option so that you can see it, so that it's visible to you. And then that will help you to expand and collapse the groups. You'll see what I mean once I've done it. So always select the second row in that data for that particular category and then highlight the rest of the rows. You will then go up to the Data tab, and then you want to go towards the far right in the Excel ribbon, okay, at the bottom, and you want to go to the Outline group. Now here you will see a command called Group, okay? So if you just click on that Group command there, this will basically group your rows or the selected rows. So what you'll see is that on the left, okay, it opens up a sort of a group pane for you. And you can see that it's basically grouped row 3 to row 9. And if I click on that minus icon there, okay, the minus icon will collapse that group. And you can now see that I can only see one row which is for the bar category. So if I wanted to expand the bars category, I could just click on the little plus icon on the left hand side, and that would expand that category for me, or that particular group, and I can see the rest of the information or the rest of the data for that particular category. Okay, so you would do exactly the same for the rest of the group. So for example, with cookies, which is our next group, I'm again going to select the second row of data, so row 11 to row 13. So I've left the first one there so that it's visible for me to collapse or expand that group. Okay, so once you've selected your rows, you go back up to the Data tab again. You would then go to the Outline group and just click Group again. Okay, so if you click Group, this will then group your cookies, okay, together. And you can see on the left-hand side in the group pane, you've got another minus icon there, which is to collapse the group for cookies. Okay, so let's just do the same for the others. So the next group is crackers. Okay, so there's 3 crackers. So I'm just going to highlight row 15 to row 16. Again, make sure you leave the first one there. And then you would go up to the Data tab, go back to the Outline group again, and then click Group. Okay, and that would add a third minus icon on the left hand side. And then I'm just going to do the last one, which is snacks, and just go back to the Outline group again and click Group. Okay, so I've basically created 4 groups. Okay, so there's 4 food categories and I've created 4 groups. Now, to collapse these groups, if you just click on the minus icons, if we click on the last one there, which was for snacks, you'll see that when I click on that, I can now only see 1 snacks, okay? So it's basically collapsed the rest of the data in that group. And then I'm just going to click on the minus icon for the rest of the groups. Okay, so I've collapsed all of my groups, all of the 4 groups. So if you look at my categories now, I can only see 4 rows of data. Okay, so I can only see a row for each category. Okay, which is basically the first row for each category, which I did not group. And then if you wanted to see a particular group or the data for a particular group, you would just click on the little plus icon on the left-hand side. So say, for example, I wanted to see snacks. Okay, snacks is the last group. So you would click on the last plus icon there on the left. So if you click on the plus there, that expands our snacks group and I can see the rest of the rows. Okay, and if I collapse that now and click on the minus icon, I can now expand another group. So say I wanted to expand cookies. So that's the second group. So you'd go to the left-hand side pane again, and then you want to click on the second plus icon. So if you click on the second plus icon, that will expand your cookies group. Okay, so that's how you can group your data in Excel. And then I've also showed you how you can collapse and expand specific groups. Now, if you decided that you wanted to ungroup all of your data, okay, you can do that as well. All you need to do is, I'm just going to collapse all my groups first. You would simply select all of your rows. So I'm just going to select, now you can select all of the rows, okay, or you can select the whole worksheet by clicking on the little triangle, the grey triangle on the top left-hand corner there. So that will just select your whole worksheet like so. You would then go up to the Data tab, and then you would go to the Outline group, and you'll see a command there for ungroup. Okay, so this will basically just ungroup your data. So if you click on ungroup, you'll get a little dialog box here, okay, where it's basically asking you, do you want to ungroup the rows or the columns? Now we grouped rows, if you remember. So you would select rows and then click OK. Okay, now you'll see that my data, okay, instantly you'll see that visually nothing's happened. But it has actually, because on the left-hand side, you'll notice that your group pane has disappeared, which means that your data is no longer grouped. So in order to see your full data, all you need to do is keep the worksheet selected as it is. Just right-click on any of the cell and then go down and select unhide, and this will unhide any of the hidden rows, okay, like it's done on my worksheet. All right, so I'm back to my full data now, and I've also ungrouped my data as well. Okay, so I hope that's been useful. If it has, please do like and share the video so that it can reach out to more people. And do consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on any new videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.